to TTV. Tonight we're going to go ahead and show you another form of muscle testing. This one we're going to actually use fingers. So we're going to be using the thumb and the middle finger on the client that you're testing. So Ellie, if you will do that for me and connect your middle finger. So as you see, I've got middle finger to thumb. And what we're using this for the muscle test. But we want to tune it up. We want to teach you how to use this. So I, as the practitioner, am going to make sure I'm making full contact with you because it gives you a supported feel. So I'm going to put my fingers in through her fingers, like so, with my thumbs on top of your fingernails. And I'm going to pull. Okay? Now what I'd like for you to do is I want you to hold your fingers together as tight as you can and don't let me open them. Okay? Nice and tight. Okay. Now, next thing, I would like you to go ahead and allow them to open easily. And I pull, and they open easily. Now, can you give me about 80% of that muscle strength? So I can feel you're holding firm, and I test, and they're nice and strong. Now, let's see if that's testable. When I brush towards your body, that strengthens this muscle response, nice and strong. When I brush away, it opens easily. Okay? Pretty interesting. And can you feel that?
I can feel it.
You're pretty sensitive, I know. So when I brush to the body, you can actually probably feel it through your system, nice and strong. And now notice when I brush away, it opens easily. Okay, so we've got that established. The next thing that's really important when you're doing muscle testing, because I am now going to use this to test various things in her body. I can test nutrition points, I can test finger moding, I can test imbalances in the body. But I need to know that her body is interpreting my signals the way that I am using language. So I want to check to first of all see if you are sympathetic dominant.
Okay.
In some tests, if you remember in other videos, we taught you how to check for polarity, north and south. This test is for whether or not you're sympathetic dominant versus parasympathetic dominant. And when you're awake, you should have your sympathetic nervous system on, right? That should be what is up and ascendant when you're waking hours. So to test that, I want to do like I would do a magnet. So you know how if I take two magnets and I put north end to north end and I push them together, what happens?
They repel.
They repel. And we're looking for that same type of response in your body if I put yang energy, which is sympathetic dominant, to yang energy.
Okay.
So I want you yang, and I'm going to test you here at your forehead. So here's how we go about doing that. So once again, make the O. Got my fingers here. You're nice and solid. I'm going to take the back of my hand, which is yang, to your forehead, and you open easily. So you're sympathetic dominant.
Okay.
Now, if you're working with a client, and let's say that when I do this yang to yang, they test strong, then the way to switch that and make them sympathetic dominant, if you wouldn't mind zooming in on this, here is the helix of her ear. If I simply go to the root and I massage the root of the helix, and I can do that on both sides, I actually switch the sympathetic back on. And you test nice and strong, we do this, and you're even. So that's good, as it should be.
Nice.
Any questions on that?
Nope.
All right, thank you.